As we'll see the first headshot come through, there's Maiden kicking things off in style. Dren completely dumpstered that towards the pit. Another kill coming through, Maiden with a double, and that's enough just to fit the brakes on at this point. You've done such a good job already. You're waiting for CT reactions. They still have 2 smokes for the cross. I don't know how you get back into this round if you're Virtus.pro towards the bomb sides where it all begins.
Kickert's already up on top of the site now as a result of that, so trying to look down long with that USP. He's got the first on Michael. We didn't catch that. Smokes down, 2 of them cover off the ramp. That means Kickert's alone to fight, and Crystal's the one to take him down. So it's Jame and Buster. Jame has armor. Does he consider that to be worth saving? We'll find out. I mean, he's down in CT, tough position to get out of, but smokes can favor him as well. The problem is the car position. Even if those smokes were still there, he's spotted the second he arrives, and Sticko stands up to make that very clear. Buster at this point could justify maybe saving because he can get a quick upgrade onto head armor. A little bit more to work with in the next round, but I would argue that if they're not going to force buy onto that, chances are you're not going to save 2 rounds in a row. Maybe just go for a few kills with the USP to try and build up the money.
We'll see what he can find. He has been detected by the sound of things here, and Maiden gets himself a 3rd kill there. Nice long take to kick things off. Couple of flashes thrown over. Fantastic shots with the Glock to enable them to get 2 opening kills. And then they just took their time there, didn't panic, closed things out and start.
KCT side and a 4th round. I'm going to keep mentioning it until the trend changes, that they get the opening pick, but also they've sustained it. So far, we haven't seen them claw back in. That might change now. Sticko with a very convincing kill with the Krieg. A lot of ammo depleted from Kickert, and although they're up close, he manages to get them to turn away. Crystal was not blind. He avoided the flash. But Kickert threw it in such a way that he knew he could peek off of it, and that's going to drop the bomb in the site lead with just 1 remaining, and he closes that as well. Good round from him. Good flash. To play that correctly, a lot of people might flash directly up, catch themselves out. He had that set feet when you go up on top of the Xbox. They don't catch you crossing onto Cat, and if you're that close to the door anyway, chances are you're looking for a fight, so it's not really causing too much hassle to have a gap underneath of it.
It's actually Avangar, or Virtus.pro now, has started that as the Adren smoke we were calling it. They've got a few. That's also an Avangar smoke down towards CD spawn. That's quite funny. So replicating their own strategies here against them. We'll see if it works. GODSENT will be trying to make their way towards it. They've actually done a great job of actually getting the bomb down here. They've got presence on the site. Sanji can't necessarily overcommit to this, but there's a nice opening kill away for his teammates now to provide some backup in form of flashbang to the utility. As a couple of kills of the Glocks here. If this falls apart, that'll be a nightmare. 3 versus 2. The Deagle still finding damage. He's looking for the final shot here. Sticko getting it done. Desert Eagle shining bright there. That was an eco round as well. They have utility. They have the incendiary, the smoke for tunnels, the flash to go over. They should be okay here considering that GODSENT have nothing. It's come down to just pure firepower for them. But good positions at least back at the bomb side towards Car, giving themselves the best possible chance. It just comes down to hitting the shots here.
No one to clear on top of the platform. That's the easy spot. They'll do it anyway. That's where they found Michael last time. Maiden. He's not going to budge until he has to, but he needs to rely on Sticko to hit the shot on anyone above him because his position's revealed the second that he gets the shot toward tunnels. Both remaining players out toward the front of the site, and I think this is decent. Maiden, 2 kills, follows it up to find Jame. You haven't heard the first noise cue that you need to move, and it does more damage that way as well, as Maiden does get Sanji, but Jame does get him back. So Jame holding toward long with the AWP. Finally some stance on the A site, and they still have long. They have not lost the anchor at the doors. In fact, that battle will not even take effect. It's going to be Sticko that subsides and heads back over toward Catwalk instead. James gone aggressively towards the ramp. Bit of hesitation on his part. I don't think he's expecting a player to be off to the right. Considered after the fact with the peek, but through the smoke, it doesn't matter. He's got Sticko down. Kickert's got Xanon back into control of Virtus.pro.
Absolutely true. A resounding round there from Jame. 3 kills in total, a couple through the smoke. He hasn't missed many shots today. If you give him an opportunity, he'll take them every single time. He's moving around, he's looking sharp, and that's a big one for them to pick up. Money was getting a bit desperate. They lost 4 rounds in a row. They deny the 5th and keep 3 players up as well. So GODSENT slowing down somewhat there as we go 7-6. They've got plenty of money, of course, and will stick on a single orb setup here for the lead. A weapon that's been getting a lot more attention, especially in 2019. It's fantastic for doing a bit of damage. You can find those headshots, finding nice openings as well, but don't see too many of them on the gun rounds. We'll see whether Maiden can bust his way through middle. He's actually managed to get through the double doors at least. No one close range. Checking out towards CT spawn. No presence there whatsoever until Jame gets on the scene here. He's on the car right now. He could be spotted potentially. But Maiden focusing towards B. Silence is his ally right now. They have no idea that mid's been taken. You can see his teammates making their way towards tunnel. As soon as he gets 1 kill, his teammates will come through. This is sick for Maiden. He needs multiple kills though. 2 will do. They know exactly where Kickout is. They'll have to throw the Molotov, which could be enough here, Matt. They're gonna have to commit through this and they know it. Good call. Has it worked out for them? Maybe not. Kicker does what he can. Still a 3-on-2 advantage for GODSENT.
Yeah, and a good trade, running in with a clock of all things. It's going to now be Sticko that has to sit back and make sure that he covers off the rotations. Good position to do so. Adren stood very little chance walking through the doors to battle. 2 smokes, one to be bounced and one to be held. That'll cover off the window, so they want the direct mid entrance. You've got to go a little further before you can take the fight, but there's a timer on the play. They're not through yet. In fact, they're only going to send one player. That's Crystal. Jane, he's got aggressive toward B. Never mind being static at all. That's why he's there. Leg shot. Buster follows it up. Damage was done, and then he absolutely nails Zen. Call it done entirely because Buster's come inside of the site. 2 ops to hold B. Not bad.
Great sequence there. Jame, you thought he was done for after the leg shot comes in, but the buddy system brought into full effect at that point. Buster will be backing him up. 5 kills found between the 2 AW.
Congratulations, Adren. But we'll see if they can win the game or not, because down around already. Pistol, a battle in the spiral staircase, which is not often where you see it go down, but they're going to try and back away. CTs have to be very careful at this point. Crystal, he knows he has to support Zen. Zen's stuck in the corner, but he may have done so. One kill, he could bait him in at this point. He could actually stay at that box. However, Jame is aware that there is still a bit of a presence inside of middle, so they may consider that.
Here's massive advantage for Michael Early in terms of positioning and weapon. Pushes him back towards B. The bomb's down there as well. PD50. Not the most ideal weapon for that range, and we'll find ourselves in a 5-on-2 bomb down round over, I'm afraid. That was a nice play from GODSENT. 3 players at one point towards lower B, got the bomb, basing each other in. Didn't overcommit, didn't panic, and no grenades here for VP. So Jame just going to be swinging in from short. His teammate beneath him. We're going to get a couple of kills here. CT still fine though. Zen gets the penultimate frag. Jame low HP. Tucks himself in, probably good for another couple of kills maybe, not going to happen, as Zen will close things out there. Big pistol for GODSENT to pick up.
How interesting that that's the position he tried to catch them off from, considering that's where Zen was waiting to get baited in.
That'll work out for him.
Not only that, he gets 2, forced out by the incendiary. Jame has to go with a pistol because he's the op. That's actually a winnable fight again. He could have got all 3 in that situation. Jame does get the ult back into his hands to find Maiden. They'll toss the ball across because they cannot. There's a gap in the smoke. And the second peek, Zen's actually got him down. It's 2 ops on the retake. And Jame to hold from long. They did get the bomb there in the end as Adren will get the plant. But that was a very awkward situation.
Oh, it was dicey. Now you've got 2 ops on the retake here. This shot has to connect, which it does. Zen gives him a fighting chance now. Jame is low. And the plant is not great. It's a platform plant, meaning he has to hold this position right here. He can't be in the pit to see the bomb and the smoke down. That makes him a nightmare. He's lost track of it. He can't win now.
Flash off. Oh, you say that. If he shoots, he gets it. He's got Zen down. There's only 19 seconds. I say only 19 seconds. That's plenty, is it not? But he's got it to a 1-on-1, which means he can get more aggressive with Michael Early. He's close, but not close enough. Diffuse kit, it's done. There's no way he gets a 3rd shot in time. And he'll get him, but the bomb already diffused.
That's such a shame. He did well to even get that first diffuser there. So many smokes down.
Should Virtus.pro pick this up?
Yeah, good point. Michael Early with no grenades behind him. This raw firepower needs a couple of kills here. At least he delivers. The bomb goes down. Can he get a 3rd? Too much to ask at this point, but still, he's got him into a winnable situation. A 3 versus 3 with damage being done towards CD Spawn. Crystal has to reposition here. Not looking good. He's got no flashes, no backup. And Adren will take care of him. Kick up. And find the penultimate kill. Lots of damage inflicted here, and Sticko knows it. Tries to grab the AWP. Now goes for the AK-47. Bomb to be planted, but still a slight chance he can do this. There's the first kill. 1 versus 1. Kickout's low. He could do this. He's in the pit right now, but will he find the instant quick kill? Not going to happen. He's now low himself. Looks to retreat potentially with the AWP, just pick it up and then go for the shot.
I think he's going to go for the shot. Yeah, he wants the aim. He's going to try and utilize the AWP to perfection, and he will! Oh my goodness, yes he will. He knew the exact angle. Does he have time though?
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, he does. I was looking at the time at the top. That's actually... So literally realizes that there's so much chaos going on and his teammate's going to need help. They're going to shoot from lower, that he just runs and guns with the SMG, as he should do at that point in time, and gets the kill to get the difference on the board, but the bomb's still planted. Sanji's got Zen down. This is going to be a problem again. It's that B site, it's always a menace. They do at least get Sticko to get Sanji pushed back by the AWP, made him vulnerable. Adren is waiting for an opportunity. Tunnels to hold.
Oh no.
That's a huge miss. Oh, and he's missed the shot. They know they can push the backside. Watch the flank, doesn't even go that far. Michael Lilly gets both.
You don't love to see that, Matt. It's that 1 Molotov in that position, which could happen. He's up for a couple of kills here.
7-2 this half.
I think
favor of GODSENT. So it was an 8-7. Remember that. It was 8-7 in the first half. They've just been dominating ever since. Molotov to try and clear Zen. He's going to hold his nerve, hold his ground, but not find the shot. Sanji gets it instead. Pressure on Maiden. They now know he's there, and he's got no one else in the sight. Or does he? Michael Ailey took no time getting through the doors. Didn't even consider hesitation. Walked in pretty good. Yeah, but we don't really know who's the best, and we don't, unless you're playing guys that are playing it constantly at top events, who have you actually, it's like when we saw OG beat ENCE, we thought, hey, they look pretty good this event, but then ENCE themselves are not, so it's a false sense of accomplishment. So we'll see how they actually fare, because Virtus.pro has had a bit of time to learn the map this event. They've played into a Crystal B site this time. Self-smoke, bit awkward, but it gives them the catwalk to work around, and they are just going to brawl. They're going to go straight in. Michael Ailey, good shots in return. Buster's got one, and he's going to have to get combative through the smoke to try and find another as they continue to push in that direction, and Zen's got bombed down. No plant. That's a bigger problem for them in 3-on-3.
Big kill, but the bomb will be planted here. 1 minute on the clock, no problem at all. And in terms of the retake, there are no kits available, but a good flank from Sticko here. Excellent shot there. That's going to leave Sanji, the support player, in a 3 versus 1. Nails the first and the second. He's got a chance here. It's looking very good for him. Can he connect the dots? Not quite. Great effort there. But Sticko will be defusing that bomb. No problem whatsoever. It was looking at
flank. The possibility that somebody had worked up in front of the dumpster position. Elevators and gotten in behind them. Maiden's going to take down Sanji.
He seems to know James' position as well.
I think even if he doesn't know, he's considering the fact that he doesn't know. And a lot of times people forget that. Just because you don't know someone's there doesn't mean they aren't. So he's... Okay, that's unfortunate. Did he spot? He may have just seen him, but either way...
He did see him fall back, but it's just like, oh, it's one of those things. He held it for 30 seconds. Oh, Michael Ailey not taking the freebie. He does get it eventually. Oh, that's a good center as well. If it lands, it doesn't quite, but still might be enough. A good smoke. Self-preservation is trying to run that clock down to a flashbang, but kicker a little bit too quick for him. That was the chance. Oh, the bomb might go. Oh, this is great from Maiden. 1 versus 1 now. Has to go for the plan. I think he has it.
The bomb does come back to where it falls off now, so it wouldn't go all the way back to the spawn, thankfully. But you're right, that did buy it a little bit of time. Maiden's going aggressive. He had to with the AWP. Gets caught out. Tried to catch kicker before he could get security, and they're going to discuss if they want.
Well, needs to time this well if he's going to swing from the scaffolding position. Holds his nerve for now. Molotov's being exchanged. Denies him any sort of access now. It's very well played for Virtus.pro. Means they can just focus on the bomb site. Michael Ailey does come barreling in with a lovely headshot. Maiden gets one as well. Still looking very good for VP, even after losing a couple of kills. And kick out to watch the rear. Even with low HP, he should be fine. Even low bullets, maybe not so much. He's going to reload in. But that should be... We'll see if there's anything else to be said. Zen gets another one. Is there a kid in play? I doubt it, but there's now an AK-47. Good flashbang. What's happened here?
Super solid flashbang. And
it's happened again.
It has. It absolutely has. You said there's no kit, but there's so much time.
Yeah.
Virtus.pro's really got to improve this post-plant hold on this side of the map, because every time they plant on A, I say every time, but most times this is where they have troubles holding, and this time it's a flank as well. That's going to start to play in the back of their mind.
And the players around him, so it's good for the CD side. He's got lots of information and now headshots as well. Crystal will reply with the Molotov. Bomb will be planted. Looking good now for GODSENT.
Desperate times for kicker, because, oh man, they ran him down. 3 players all at once coming over the edge of that stairwell. No chance for him, but bomb still ticking away. Got to desperately get back in from the front of the site. 1 shot already, in fact 2. James and Adren. Reverse flank, though. This is going to be a defuse that might be left open. James heard it. He's taken down Michael Ailey. It's only going to be Sticko remaining. He's got the first shot already. James off the defuse. They haven't been able to hold it. They still have a kit in play, but it's Buster that has it. Not a lot of health. Doesn't even matter. He's got the time. He's on it with 10 seconds anyway.
I'm not sure what they're up to there. 2 players were spamming the smoke with their Glocks, and then when they go for the reload, the CTs just swung out and took them down. Like, I get they're trying to just hold them at bay, but then as soon as you know they're...
That is a chance, I think, to get a kill for free.
Well, they'll smoke off the left-hand side towards the CT spawn area and the right now, knowing that smoke on the left is about to dissipate, so it gets them close to it, and I guess they're going to try and challenge B through the CT spawn position, a channel we don't see used too often, but they're sending big numbers there now. Mac 10 open things up, CT's in position, and Crystal mowing them down with that Mac 10. 3 kills found, lots of money in the bank, and that's going to be Zen cleaning things up. Sticker to close them out.
Fair play. There is more. Again, they don't have access to B quickly through the squeaky anymore, but there is more available with that mid. Even if they'd not found the first pick, but they were able to contest, they could wrap. Gets James down immediately after instead, and that gives the advantage once again to GODSENT, and they've got the site. Haven't got the plant just yet. Watch to the right. Adren's trying to work his way up past the smoke. He's able to silently sneak this far, but Quad has occupation, and oh, he's actually got the aim and anticipation to find Michael. I thought for certain he would be traded out. It leaves us the advantage now in favor of Virtus.pro, but bomb still ticking is a problem. Both players on the stairs, though, that can be nullified very quickly. There's no smokes to do it. There is a flash.
If there was a smoke, called around, done. Oh, maybe he will do now. Kicker from the window. He'll know exactly where he is. Just need to hit his last kill. Not going to be a clean one. Oh, my goodness, a chance there. Has he got the kill? Oh, if he doesn't, this would be right down to the wire. It was on 10 seconds. I think it's down to the milliseconds. I think he's got it, but it'll be close. Got it.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
I was not going to say a word on that one. That was far too close to call.
Yeah, it was down to like it was 0.3 seconds or something there. But just about had it with no kill.
Which they're going to think they've already cleared. He's got to turn his back, though. They're already around him. They were pretty stealth about it, but I would have thought he had a read on that, or at least a teammate could have seen that angle. Crystal's going to go back in, though. That might change it all. He's got a lineup. He's got the chance for more. Not quite on the reload. Adren will take him down. They're on the defuse. 2 seconds left on it. Crystal can't. It's done. Virtus.pro's going to get this. 2 rounds in a row, they'll get the defuse, and that puts them back in the lead by 1.
Oh, what an exciting moment there towards the end. The flashbang from Crystal causes absolute pandemonium, as we'll see him find 2, I think almost 3 kills as well, and just didn't have the angle to divide.
Likely, I was going to say the more they go towards scaffolding, the more likely it is that Adren's going to get caught and isolated. Now Kicker's got no vision. Again, there's 2 ops. They've got 2 rifles to try and retake. They'll get Kicker back above, but what can he possibly find? Okay, fair play. He finds Maiden while jumping. He can't be taken down in return, and that gives him exactly the location he needs to fire at, but it's still a post plant. The bomb is still down at this point. Buster holds the key because he's trying to flank behind, and Crystal, he's unsure that he's gone this far. Crystal's actually holding as if he thinks he's going to wrap by the box. He's already there. If he wide peeks right now, I think Crystal goes down immediately.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be Buster coming with a flank here, and he gets 1. There's a Molotov on top of the bomb now, though. CT's getting closer and closer, but there might not be enough time. 3 versus 2, looking for that 2-0. They might have done enough here, as James will hit 1 more shot. It's not enough. 2-0 for GODSENT. They knock VP out of the tournament there, not only on their opponent's map pick on Dust 2, but in a convincing manner with the execution, the recovery in the second half of Vertigo. They're in the semi.